Well, good afternoon. My name is Ashik Patel. I'm your club president, and welcome to our Thursday noon Rotary meeting. It is our last one of the year, so celebrate, enjoy your fellowship, and don't forget it. Our sponsor or honorarium this year goes to the Alzheimer's Association, so that was the connection between remembering it and celebrating. Thank you. The scene reminded me to have fun, so I'm having fun. So we'll get started. Welcome to those that are online or on Zoom and those in our room. We'll begin with a 3-minute pause or 3-second pause for some deep breaths. And this just to help us get present. Remember to be grateful for the time together and to stay as constructive and helpful to each other as Rotarians. Thank you. So for this moment, I'd also like to just pause for peace. One in honor of Rosalind Carter and the Carter Center, which really is promoting health, peace, justice, and education around the world, and the legacy that she's left us as a challenge and as a world that's in need of healing and caring like Rotarians do. Also like to take a moment for Judy O'Fallon to share a few words about one of our Rotarians that passed in the last few weeks, and Glenn is going to be honored by Judy. You want to come up there? Glad you had this much up here. One fine day in June 2006, an officer of our club called me to ask, would you be willing to chair our club's World Community Service Committee? The current chairman, Glenn Van Lanningham, has chaired it for 11 years and now he wants to step down. World Community Service, I said, what's that? She said, oh, that's the committee that Rotary International asks every club to establish to develop international humanitarian projects. They get grants to help pay project expenses. Grants, I said, grant writing was a big part of my job at Mayo and I didn't like it. Well, apologetically, she said, we know that international service is your favorite component of Rotary's service program, but right now all those positions are filled in our club. So would you accept the World Community Service assignment? Okay, I said, but on one condition, that Glenn will let me shadow him for a year to learn the ropes. I'm sure he will, she said. And that's how I met Glenn Van Lanningham nearly 18 years ago. Although I had joined the Rochester Rotary Club 2.5 years earlier, I couldn't recall ever meeting him. That wasn't surprising because the club had 260 members then. It was the biggest of the 65 clubs in the district, bigger than St. Paul. And Glenn turned out to be one of the quietest, most modest men I'd ever met. As he gently mentored me, I gradually realized what a remarkable track record he had established during his 11 years in the post. The job involved recognizing real needs in foreign countries, identifying suitable and feasible ways to deal with them, raising funds from other Rotary clubs and local businesses, applying successfully to get Rotary's matching funds, developing the infrastructure required to conduct the project properly in its international location, then conducting the project according to approved methods and writing all the required reports according to Rotary standards and timing. He had recently completed an orphanage project in Paraguay successfully and felt it was time to develop a new project. But unknown to me, during his mentorship year. He was quietly arranging to simplify the job that he was handing over to me. He and his counterpart in the Greater Rochester Club had decided to merge the two World Community Service committees in order to increase the pool of project concepts and number of Rotarians working on them. By inviting the small Risers Club to join too, they substantially increased the concept pool, the membership, and available funding. So who was this guy who so quietly and unobtrusively accomplished hard tasks? According to his obituary, Glenn Van Lanningham was born in 1932 in Des Moines, Iowa, and grew up there. He majored in English and minored in Spanish at Drake University, where he was elected to Phi Beta Kappa in his junior year and served as editor of the College Creative Writing Journal. He then spent 2 years in the Army, stationed in Alaska, and 2 years with the Iowa Employment Service before starting a Master of Social Work degree at the University of Minnesota. With his master's degree in hand, he worked for Anoka County Social Services for 5 years before taking the position as executive director of the newly formed Family Consultation Center, now called Family Service Rochester, in 1965. Under his leadership, the agency staff grew from 1 to 65, and he gained the reputation of developing cooperative ventures with other agencies to meet emerging and changing needs of the community. During his 30-year tenure, the agency expanded by adopting a fledgling homemaker program operated by the Civic League in the 1960s, and mergers with the Rochester branch of the Consumer Credit Counseling Services and a chemical dependency treatment program called Sunrise in the 1990s. Among the programs that he initiated, parent effectiveness training was one of his favorites. During his working years, he was active in the National Association of Social Workers, holding several local offices and serving as state vice president and a delegate to the National Assembly in the 1970s. He received the Olmsted County Social Worker of the Year Award in 1976. After he retired from family service in 1995, he worked part-time for 2 years with the University of Minnesota as an on-site coordinator of the Graduate Social Work program offered through interactive TV at the University Center, Rochester. Then he applied to be a substitute teacher in the schools because he understood there was a need and he had always wanted to teach and work with young people. Simultaneously, he began to conduct diversity workshops in the schools for the Diversity Council for more than 10 years and developed many courses on the history of the English language and Minnesota authors and taught them for elder hostel, community education, and life, LIFE. He was constantly active in community affairs. He served on several boards, including the Y Camp Olson Youth Employment Project, Community Food Response, Rochester Music Guild, Advisory Committee for the Federal Medical Center, and the Hispanic Advisory Committee. He held various offices for the Wise Men's Club, serving as the International Director of the Wise Men's Youth Educational Exchange Program. He received a Layman of the Year award from the local Y in 1979. After his retirement, he substituted regularly as a driver for Family Services Meal on Wheels program and delivered one of the routes every week. And he joined our Rotary Club, serving as International Service Director for 11 years and leading a Rotary Group Study Exchange team of young professionals to Mexico for a month in 2002. For his community service work, he received the 2002 Mayor's Medal of Honor and the Exchange Club's 2011 Book of Golden Deeds Award. He was 91 when he died just 1 month ago on November 18th, 2023. In the final analysis, Glenn Van Lanningham was a quiet, modest, service above self superstar. Our club was truly blessed to have had him choose us.
Thank you very much, Judy, for those wonderful words and remembrance. As we get ready for the rest of our meeting, I'd like Marilyn, if you'd like to do the honors.
Hello, so I'm here about Jeremiah for Kids, and there's been a date change. So I previously told you and put out in the Moccasin Flower and on the website that we were going to do this again on Tuesday, January 16th. But it turns out there was a mix-up as far as the dates, and we're instead going to be doing either February 6th or 20th. So some really good news is that Mariana Gonzalez Trevino is working with youth mentors, and they are going to join us at our next event and help volunteer. So when a date is chosen, I will get that changed. Have Lori and Sherston get those changes made and let you know. But we're going to have the youth mentors sign up initially. So we give them an opportunity to do this wonderful service activity. But I'm sure there's going to be spots for many of you. So stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you, Marilyn. And while you're here, we'll go in reverse order. If you want to start with the 4-way test from number 4 and work backwards.
Somebody signed up.
Yeah, who signed up?
All the things we think, say, or do.
All right, so this the sequencing was to confuse the AI tools that are out there who are monitoring and recording our activities and seeing if we have a rational approach to having fun in our club. Just kidding. So I want to take a moment to just go ahead with the birthdays and anniversaries. So who's ready to sing? Dave?
Oh, it's Ash's birthday in December.
Last
What date?
Last Friday, December.
Last Friday. So keeping Ashok, Paul, Cynthia, Sarah, Steve, and Tamsin all in mind, please join me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And then more.
Thank you, Dave. And then honoring and remembering the anniversaries in our club. You can see we still have quite a few, and the range is from 5 years to 40 years. So congratulations to Bill, Fred, Mac, Dana, Mel, Joshua, Donna, Jan, Marilyn, Jennifer, and Pam. A round of applause. So just a couple of reminders, holiday social next Thursday, the Summerbee Golf and Country Club, that was a great program last year. Vicki, any other details that they need to know about?
If you haven't registered and you still want to go, I'm gonna call in the head count right after this. If you still want to attend, have to be right away, otherwise we're at 43 registered.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. And there's going to be music, there's going to be food, there's going to be a lot of fun and great pictures for selfies and Facebook and other social media. The other things we wanted to just reflect on was the wonderful service events and launches that we did last month. We had the Rotary Youth Exchange, so Taya went up to the Rotary County Fair in Roseville, and then she's moved over, was it last week?
Yep, last Thursday.
Last Thursday to her.
She's with the second family, the Calverts now, and they have there's 4 siblings. So new experience.
Yes, and thank you, Sherston, for starting her off. Salvation Army bell ringing. Mark, any other
No,
needs?
we're doing good. We got 3 openings on the last Saturday, which is the 23rd. Other than that, we're full this weekend. Last Saturday at Walmart outdoors, it was chillier, and I think we've actually probably had the biggest pot that we've ever collected of close to $900.
$900 for those on Zoom. Thank
So
you.
we're doing good.
We're bringing along. Fred?
I'm on the Salvation Army Community Advisory Board, and I just wanted to remind folks here that, today is the Think Bank Match Day for Kettles. Every $20 bill, that is donated to the Kettles today will be matched by Think Bank up to the amount of $10,000. So some of us have gone to the instant cash machine and are gonna hit the kettle on the way home and put 20 and we'll double it. So just a little bit of a commercial, thank you.
Thanks, Fred. You want to head it over to Dave and we'll be happy.
Fred, right behind you. There we go.
So, just in the spirit of sharing, we have raised through our Happy Buck project here, 47 in our last 2 programs. So, here's the time to raise the challenge, and here's where our thermometer is. We can actually break the thermometer in this event if you want. But Dave, you want to start us off?
Yes, I will. I took advantage of a now free Monday night. We switched bowling nights so I could be a part of the Rochester Symphony Chorale. And my happy bucks go in because Saturday is our concert, and believe me, it's been a long road getting here because I haven't sung formally in 35 years in 8-part harmonies. I can be glad that it'll be over, but I hope some of you are able to attend that. You're there? Good. Well, we will see you there. So my happy buck. Who else?
And so I do a special shout out to our speakers, Ted and Austin, today who come to talk to us about the Google office. I know people are really excited to hear what they're doing.
Happy bucks for Fred Sewer, who many of you know does the last shift of the bell ringing. Week after week after week.
That's because I got nothing else to do on Saturday night.
What is your happy buck?
Oh, just for being alive.
I am doing lots of happy bucks. I'm so excited. My oldest is graduating. I'm gonna get choked up from St. Cloud State tomorrow with his Bachelor of Arts degree. He has ADHD and a colleague struggle. He's gonna graduate with a 3.5 in film studies and a minor in film production.
Let's have a happy birthday. Still.
Happy, just reintroducing myself. I haven't been here for several months, and I am a grad of the club, so I'm happy about that.
Well, I'm gonna have a happy $5 for 40 years of being here, and I guess, I take no credit for that because I haven't done anything except, breathe in a lot of years.
And ring bells.
Well,
You've done a lot for the club.
I'm still not the oldest in the room. They, got me by 4 or 5 years.
Well, my husband Mike may be aware of the fact that I'm now the ancestor in the family. And he thought that I should start recording my memories for the descendants. So I started to do that this year. And so far, it's brought our family together in a way that has never been. All these years, we've been talking to each other and he's been yelling at everything. It's been a great thing to do. So thanks, Mike.
My happy birthday for being able to be a host to Jaime come next month, and we're really excited to have him here.
Thank you.
like to put in happy bucks in gratitude for Sherston Keeler doing such a lovely job supporting our Rotary Club. It's a real asset to our staying connected and informed and motivated. Thank you.
Here, here.
Here with a group of very positive people.
And we're happy to have you.
So thank you all.
I'll just throw in my happy bucks for, turning 61 last Friday. My father-in-law turned 90 the same day, and my youngest daughter turned 23. So, we have a lot of celebrations between Thanksgiving and January. I'm also very grateful for Christine to work with us on, the planning for Rochester Fest next year. So, there's a little more coming out next week.
What date was that? 19th,
The 20th for the
20th? The 20th, big announcement coming on the 20th at 1:30. There'll be a press conference in City Hall to announce the next chairperson. Might be somebody, all of you know. So if you're not doing anything, and it's not, I've never done my turn.
Thank you, Kristen. And finally, Mariana and Jaime are here as part of our November reflections. We launched the mentoring program version 2.0, and it's going great as far as I understand. Thank you, everyone. Next, we're just gonna remind us that January or first quarter next year, February 12th is the day for ethics and peace building. Thanks to Sarah, Patricia Cleese, and the students at JM for getting us started there. And let's see, everything else is in progress. We have Steve Sperling for president-elect nominee training and started. And Dave, you've been at this for 6 months, and the next 6 months will be really a exciting trampoline ride for you. So before we get started, Sue, did you want to go through visitors, or were you helping with visitors? Yes. Announcements.
We have one visitor, Michael Hastings, who's the Therapeutic Services. Joining us for the first time on this speak up. So I think everybody heard it. And so
We have one visitor today, Michael Hastings from Bear Creek Services, joining us today. And he's just happy to be at the club. So everybody welcome Michael.
So you may as well just keep going with
Okay.
the rest of the.
We have Stuart Rassler, did I get that right? Oh, thank you, from Think, oh gosh, I can't. Think Parallax, so, welcome Stuart. We have Stephanie Radine from United Way. Okay, hi Stephanie. We have Eddie Roberts from Private, and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Give a round of. Thank you, Sue. That was good improvisation. So it's now our pleasure to introduce